Welcome back to Trek at 60, where we are celebrating 60 years of Star Trek by going through the feature films from the franchise, and there have been quite a lot of them. Today, we've had some good ones, we've had some okay ones. Today, we land on another one that, yeah, maybe not great. And that is the final outing from the Next Generation cast, Star Trek Nemesis. This one dropped back in 2002, brought the run of Patrick Stewart led Captain Picard films to a close, has kind of a big final act for Brent Spiner's Data. Although, if you've seen the sequel series, like Picard, you saw this cast kind of get back together and do maybe a more fun and proper ending, and I do mean all of them. It kind of the way this film wraps up and its mixed reaction and the way that they kind of come together on a different TV series years later reminds me a little bit of what happened with Seinfeld and the true, I think, ending of the Seinfeld series being on Larry David's Curb Your Enthusiasm. But, sometimes you have to learn different things. And Star Trek Nemesis, it's not a terrible film. It also brings in Tom Hardy, who plays Shinzon, who ends up being the Romulan Praetor, but is really some kind of a clone of Jean-Luc Picard, except for he's an unstable clone. And some stuff happens with Data, and it should have probably been more powerful and emotional. And the fact that it doesn't work kind of speaks to the fact that this film just doesn't totally work. In my Star Trek franchise rankings, I have this ranked 12 out of 13. So you can tell it's not the worst, but it ain't good. And that's been kind of the struggle with the Next Generation cast films. You had a couple of mediocre ones in Generation Insurrection. You have one fairly good one in First Contact, and one that is fairly forgettable in Star Trek Nemesis. Jonathan Frakes hands over the director's reins to Stuart Baird, and it just doesn't come together, and just doesn't come together in a really satisfying way. This actually one of the longer installments that this group had, and it just, it's fine, but not incredible. So now that the Next Generation cast is behind us, we have a little bit of a break, and we will jump into the reboot franchise brought to us by J.J. Abrams as we return next week.